Plaintiff Barbara Gorman is a survivor of domestic abuse, and one time her daughter, the defendant, had to rescue her from being assaulted. Barbara claims her daughter's husband, the co-defendant, is now abusing her, and she's suing them for a loan, a referral fee, and emotional distress. Defendants Andrea Wynn and Jonathan Porter say Andrea loves her mother, and she is a strong woman. But she is a strong, opinionated woman who has a tendency to be aggressive. They're countersuing for emotional distress.
Start with you.
Judge Mathis, I'm a survivor of domestic violence. And unfortunately, my daughter had to rescue me one time. And in the course of her rescuing me, I sustained a serious spinal injury. But during the attack where she rescued me from, he had choked me till I passed out. And when I came through, he had me gagged in the squiggly part of the telephone cord he had around my neck. And my hands was behind my back, so I pulled down, I would have choked myself. And my ankles were tied together. And,
did you go to prison?
Yes, sir.
How long?
They gave him 7, but he only did 3. And, but fortunately, he did something stupid. Now he's doing 25, so straight. So I still feel justified, even though I have lifelong illness from it. You know.
How long ago was it?
This was in '97.
You're still suffering from it?
Yes, sir. I also had 5 surgeries. I had my first surgery in '98 because they had ruptured my disc. My discs were ruptured, so they had to remove them. But in the midst of them taking the disc out, my nerves were damaged on my left side. And I have degenerative discs where the bone just grinding against bone, so I'm in constant pain every day. And I just had my last surgery in June, where they gave me a new
the shots, steroids, or what?
The steroids they gave me during the surgery part. The epidurals never worked on me. So what they did was they gave me an implant. It's called a spinal cord stimulator, and it's in they inserted it into attached to my spine, and I have a battery pack in my right hip. But unfortunately, it's not working as good as it is. But at least helps where I can't stand up in here today. You know.
Sorry to hear that.
She has, like I said, she did rescue me from that situation.
Good.
I busted her and my son by busting the door down, or it could have been worse, you know. And I don't want this for my daughter, or any young lady, or any woman to be victimized that way.
You know, you're still suffering, and
yes,
so
I'm gonna suffer from this the rest of my life.
Little justice that he's still suffering in prison.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Well, I had my difficulties with my children, you know, trying to get through this thing with this abuse thing. It messed me up. I got really depressed and everything, you know, and you know, it was obstacles I had to get past, but I did look out for my children the best I could. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I made my mistakes, but I don't want my daughter to make the same mistakes I made.
What type of daughter has she been?
She's a lot like me, except for she don't like to listen to me. She thinks that what I say is always, Mama, you just getting on me. No, Mama see things in you that I already been through.
Experience.
And I don't want you to, and I don't want her to go through that. So if you don't want me to know your problems, don't come tell me your problems. You know, just it. But I'm her mother, she's gonna always come to me. And I'm not his mother, but he calls me for everything. He gets a headache, he calls me. He gets a
headache, he calls you.
Yes. That's what he said. I've been on him since he was 17 years old. So yeah, I think I might have stepped into that area, you know. He's comfortable around me. Just as next to our relationship, you know, we battle this and that and other, but I tend to help him. If he gets sick or something, I'll help him or guide him, you know.
Let me get some background from you all before I get to the loan she's suing about.
Yes, sir. Yes, I did witness my mother get abused, and I helped out as much as I could. I put in as much help for as her health, getting her health-wise together. I did as much as I could with that. But I don't really see personally where I'm living her life. That's what I feel like she's coming off saying, that she don't want me to be in the same situation, and I don't feel like that's where I'm at right now in my life. So, no disrespect to you at all.
It's okay.
But I don't see where that's coming from. And I love my mom, and she does help out a lot, and she is a very strong black woman, but she's a very strong black opinionated woman. She's very aggressive too, and she would tell you like it is, and I appreciate that sometimes, but I mean, like I said, she is a wonderful mother. She does help out. Yes, I do call her in need. That I believe that's what mothers are here for. You know, if
To call in need after you're an adult?
Yes.
No.
He's 30 years old.
Mothers are there to get help from the child
30
after
years
they're
old.
an adult.
If she can help me out, and I asked her and she's willing
She'd
to
help
do
you
it.
out for 18 years.
Yes, and I
believe it or
greatly
not.
appreciate that.
All right, well, show her a sign you appreciate it.
Love you.
Love you.
No,
Thank
she
you.
needs more of a sign than that.
Pay me.
Yeah, she said, don't love me, pay me.
Pay
That's
me.
the sign I'm talking
You
about.
pay me. That's it. Pay me.
Let's get to the loan you're suing them about.
Okay, sir. What happened was they had been moving around so much that I got sick of it with my grandkids. So they came to me and asked me about where I lived at. Talked to the manager, but I knew it was a bad credit thing. So I went to him personally because I'd been there so long, and I talked to him about, you know, getting them in and everything. And he did let them in, the apartment complex where I live at. Okay, and actually let them in for $99 and their first month rent free. Okay, so what they did in the midst of me helping them, what they did was they said, well, Mama, we gonna give you $200 because it was a referral.
20?
$200.
Oh, okay.
$200 referral. Okay, so we agreed on that. And then when they came back at me, with, because they didn't have the beds in front of any furniture and stuff, I lent them $500. Okay, but at the time I could because my husband was working.
When were they to repay
6 months
these
after the
things?
date of this
And
agreement.
when was that again?
This was in March of 12.
And have you received anything?
No.
All right. And
I even told them down there, if you can't pay me, go pay my bills for me.
what's the emotional distress for?
Because doing all this time, I mean, I'm stressed at this point. I have to pay all my bills by myself. Okay, I'm not well as it is. And then for me to keep constantly asking y'all to help pay me back. You know, that's irritating me.
Okay.
Then when I see them, they got new Nikes on and high heel shoes, but you can't pay me. And then you call me not a week ago before we come into court and ask me to loan you $120. Come on.
A week before coming into
Yes,
court.
sir. So they can move to another place. Come on, that's stressing me out because I need to take care of my business.
Oh, we turning favors because at the same token, she'll help us out. Like when she helped us out with the place, then she messed around and had her daughter come and stay with us with her boyfriend.
Okay.
Promised to pay their part since we already struggling, didn't pay nothing.
Okay.
So
All
that's why we ended up here.
All right. And did you all borrow money from her or not?
We did borrow the money from her, and the
Did you
agreement
promise
was,
her a referral fee for $200?
Yes.
So what's
I
your
had a
defense
promissory note.
today?
She started drinking
She
that crazy Kool-Aid.
Let's see it, please.
And go,
What crazy
that
Kool-Aid?
crazy Kool-Aid, that liquor, and want to go from there and talking crazy and bringing up the past. Because first it was...
No, I brought up this promissory note, pay me.
Right. First it was what?
First it was, I work with y'all and y'all paying me long as she stay here. Then once we fell out about the living situation with her sister.
Over a year.
Then it was, I want my money. Then it died down for a minute, no problems.
Y'all know my youngest daughter lived in
Okay, so
2010.
what is your complaint? Does she ask for her money too often or she changes her mind?
Yes, sir.
By letting other people, making other people come and stay rent free with us.
She made you all
It was,
allow someone to move with you.
it was
She
just
put a
let them
gun to
stay.
your head? How did she make you exactly?
It was like, I helped you get the apartment, return the favor, let your sister stay for it.
favor,
Yes.
not a contract.
That's a
Not a contract.
Okay, well then she has a contract.
Yes,
You need
sir.
your contract today. Now your counterclaim for $500, how does she owe you?
Because I done lost jobs. I done lost a couple jobs because she had promised to watch the kids when we moved in. Then when it's time for me to go to work, well, I don't feel like
I'm
How
it.
getting
about
out
your
the
wife?
hospital.
You couldn't
She
watch?
was-
Yeah, I work.
She worked 2 jobs, I worked 1.
Okay, all right. And because she didn't watch your children, she should pay you.
I didn't get in. She done sent troops after me, her
Oh,
people
wow.
after me to jump on me, all type of stuff.
For the loan?
Nah, just different reasons. I might talk to me and my wife might have an argument, and she hear about it. She's calling her nephew.
No, his wife
He done
called
jumped
me.
on her, run over
Oh.
there now. And here they come.
Have you jumped on
Not
her?
at all.
Huh?
Yes, he's
Not
jumped
at
on her
all.
before. Yes, he has. He has jumped on her
Okay,
before,
well,
and I don't
it's
like
time to
that.
send somebody over there then.
And Your Honor, is no
just in
need.
case the police don't get there in time.
There's no need
Yeah,
for
and of
that.
course you just go there and wait on the police. You don't go there and do anything. You just go there and wait on the police. All right, and can you prove any of these incidents?
No.
All right, because she has proven her claim. Ma'am, I'm not going to grant you emotional distress as part of your claim because people owing each other, that's not emotional distress, that's
Okay,
bills.
that's fine.
I will grant you the $700 for the agreement that they signed. Judgment for the plaintiff, your claim is dismissed.
Thank you, Your
Good
Honor.
luck to you.
Thank you. You know I'm gonna get you right.
Yeah,
You know I'm gonna get you right.
Let's go.
What?
Come on, let's
Hey,
do
me,
this.
then don't get in dad like that, because you never know, you might have to come back to me, you know? Somebody's gonna send you back to me. Don't do that, I'll be glad to help you, you know what I mean? Y'all know that. I bet you gonna call me as soon as we get out of here.
You know we are.
You're gonna follow me out here, aren't you?
Thank you.
You get the kids.
You need me to get the kids.
Yeah.
Wrong, I'm going home, take your shoes off, get in bed, shut the door.
Okay, they can do that.
No, we're not letting them in my house. Because they
You
went
got
in for the
paid,
children,
why
no,
not?
they cannot
Okay.
come over.